So now something you will probably run into is that in order to count which words are used a lot, you can't really do that if some of the words are misspelled, because the program will think they're different words. So we can use the Hunspell package to pull words that seem like typos and suggest likely corrections in like a data frame format. And the best part about that is that you can save it out as a CSV and kind of tweak the list of typos or their corrections if needed, and then reload it in and use that to correct all of your text. And that way you also have like a record of everything you changed and how it was changed, which is like kind of nice for open science and being able to follow what you've done to your data. So this just creates a new list called typo list that pulls all the unique words in our tokens and uses the Hunspell package to spell check the words and add suggestions for each typo. So that creates a new data frame that I'm calling typo list. So as you can see, one of the typos it thinks I have is the word gaslighting, and it wants to correct it to gaslighting. I don't want to do that. I want gaslighting to be all one word. And, things like this where there's some typos that I'm not worried about, and there's probably some typos that I am worried about that aren't on here. But this is just a good starting point. So I'll show you what you can do with this. So what you can do now is save the list and then like look for other typos. So like I said, you'll notice that some of these typos are actually totally fine. So I can just remove them from the CSV in Excel so they're not corrected in the future. But additionally, we'll look at words that weren't used very often to see if there are any other typos that we want to add manually. So I'll run this, which saves the draft of potential typos and corrected words to a CSV that I've specified here, spell check draft. And then we're also going to scroll through the infrequently used words to look for other typos. And I have it like this just for the markdown file, but let's just put it in a view because I think that's a little easier for now. Oops. So we'll save that. So that's saved our document there. And then now we have this view of all of the words in, we counted all the like unique cases of all of the words in our unnested tokens. And then we arranged them in ascending order so that all of the rare ones come up first. So like ad, for example, I guess that could be an advertisement, but I might want to check in my data that's whether that's a typo or not. You'll probably find a handful of others here. These are all A's, but like whatever this B was is probably not a full word. So I might want to check that. And if it's maybe I can tell that the person meant to write B like BE, then I can add B to one of the rows in this in Excel and add for typo correction BE. And then that can be what I use to correct all the text in a moment. So we're not going to go through and like do that all together, but let's just, through the magic of media and the fact that I prepared this ahead of time, we'll go ahead and load in, my final spell checked version as the new typo list. Well, let's just do that first. I'm also going to undo this view for later. Okay. So now I have a new list. As you can see, there's much less because so many of them were not really a problem for me, but I also added a couple that I thought were important. So that's in there now. And so now we can actually make these corrections throughout the entire text. So first we create a character vector of all the whole word typo matches. And we specify word boundaries just so that if it's matched while connected to another word, it doesn't correct. But if it's matched like just as a whole word, then it'll match and correct. So this is what these, I don't know if those of you who are like more familiar with regex, but these are word breaks or like space breaks. So that'll make a whole list of things to match. And then we create a character vector of all the possible corrections from, this column typo correction. And then we replace the misspelled words in the word column of our unnested tokens using those corrections. So we use our string replace regex, where we take the word from our tokens. If it matches our whole word typos, then we replace it with our correction, and we're all good to go. And I have the same thing for the bigram version as well, where you take the bigram, if it matches, if like one word of it matches a whole word typo, then it's replaced with the correction, and so on and so forth. So we can go ahead and run that. And now all of our typos are fixed in both our bigrams and our unnested tokens. So let me know if any questions about that, but I think that's like can be really a pain when you have text data. So I think this code makes it a lot easier to handle. And then again, you have like a tracked way to know which typos you fixed and how you fixed them, which is just, I feel like, good science.